Yes, this is as glamorous as it looks. And after this trip, maybe we will be getting a shower in our camper van.
In this series, we wanted to revisit the place that we got engaged and started our YouTube channel, whilst making some new memories along the way. 2 weeks later, after travelling through the UK, Belgium, Luxembourg and Germany, we arrived in Cesky Krumlov. Following our latest video, we continue reminiscing into the evening, soaking in the city and looking back at all that we've done in the past 5 years. So we've come to yet another place that we're revisiting that we've been to before, but it feels kind of weird because last time we were here with the whole gang and we're here just on our own this time, so it feels a little bit odd. But it's nice seeing all the things that I'd forgotten about, but now I remember again. Like there's this little raft that goes around the rivers, I guess giving people tours, but they have like almost like just long benches on a raft.
Seats just stuck to a bit of wood.
Yeah, it just floated along the river. We got ourselves some drinks, so I've got myself some wine. There's no description on the menu, just wine, and I have to say it's not as good as the German wine I was drinking the other week. I don't know if that's allowed, but it's the truth.
I think this is a good time to reminisce a little bit, another chance to reminisce.
Yeah.
So, what's the most surprising thing in the last 5 years?
The thing is, we're really lucky because we've done a lot in 5 years. Like, I never expected us to have an apartment in Bangkok for a year. That was never on our plans or list of things to do, but it just kind of happened that way. I guess with the digital nomad stuff, which is another thing I'm surprised about. How on earth are we still doing this? Still traveling 5 years later?
We should grow up. As some people say, get a real life.
Get a real life and a real job, as some people say. I'm all right, actually. This is doing me just fine.
My favourite story. I still can't believe this happened. We've never told the story properly anywhere, but the fact that we met a Hollywood movie crew in the Himalayas, and not just that, but then we became really good friends with them, even leading on to us filming like a pilot of a TV show that then led us to going out to America, where we got behind the scenes access. We got to meet Mike Tyson and his son with massive hands at 14 years old. And then
I love that you remember the size of his hands.
Huge hands, huge hands.
And I remember him telling us that his childhood pet was a tiger.
And he used to say that his dad would fight the tiger if the tiger would get out of line. So even the tiger was scared of his dad.
Bite the tiger.
Yeah, he said he would bite the tiger. He'll bite anyone. And then we went to New York and we were editing the TV show, and then we quit because depression struck, and we went to Toronto and hung out with our celebrity friend again. It was a weird time. That is the most surprising. It still doesn't make sense. Like, that doesn't happen to normal people. What? How did that happen? We do need to make a video that really captures that.
Do you know what's amazing, actually? How on earth did we come to the conclusion that quitting a TV show and going home to deal with depression was like the way to go? I mean, obviously now sitting here, I'm so glad we did that, but at the time it blows my mind. Like, people would snap hands off to have that opportunity.
I remember
we
at the
just
time,
threw it away. We're like, nope, we need to go get sorted. We need to go back home.
I mean, at the time I remember I was worried about this was a once in a lifetime opportunity of regret, but I don't feel like that at all.
Some things are more important than success, whatever that means.
Money.
To you, yeah. Actually, you know what? Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers.
No
seriousness.
I don't have depression anymore. Well, I mean, I don't know if you're ever free of it as such, but like, I don't feel depressed. I don't have those feelings on a regular basis. I feel happy and not just awful all the time. Like, this is so nice. I feel myself, maybe. And that's really nice. Stop getting so emotional.
You getting a bit teary?
No, go away. I'm just happy. Stop filming me.
But if we cry, it'd be really good for the
I'm
video.
not going to cry just because the camera's
I
there.
got so excited then, the tears were coming in.
Nope,
the eyes were watering.
there was no tears coming. Only smiles. there seems to be quite a few of these little places on the street selling cocktails in little plastic cups, so you can actually walk around the streets and enjoy your cocktail and soak in the city.
Europe really comes to life at night as well, so it's just another world.
Yeah. Also, there are a ton of mosquitoes here at the moment, so when you're sat in an outside beer garden, you're getting bitten to shit. But walking around, they don't seem to be bothering us, so it seems like a nice compromise.
So next, I want to regale you about the story about what happened after we did the Spaceships Campervan trip 5 years ago. So this is another little story that we've never really put into video either before, and I think it's quite interesting, is that after this trip, we then did the Trans-Siberian. We went to Russia, Mongolia and to China. And then we flew to the Maldives, where we found this deal where we could stay on a small Maldivian island for like a really small price.
Yeah,
for a month.
It was like a homestay. No, not a homestay, like a bed and breakfast kind of.
Yeah, for about £350, £400 to stay on there for the month. So we flew to the Maldives. And when we arrived, we were about to edit the footage from this trip, on the Spaceships Campervan trip. And when we got there, I decided just to fake it till I make it, and I said that I'm editing a video for Lonely Planet. Now this was a slight embellishment, because Micah, our friend, is a photographer for Lonely Planet. So, in turn, we were editing some video for him, which would have potentially gone to Lonely Planet. And that was good enough for the owners of the homestay in the Maldives, because they then offered us free accommodation, free food, and free trips for a month while we were there. In turn, we got to go and see manta rays, which was one of M's main bucket list things.
I was so freaking happy. We got to do that multiple times to get all the right shots for it.
Yeah, maybe
right?
5 times we did that. We swam with dolphins, we got to swim with turtles, we were just in the Maldives, everything was fantastic. After that, we used the experience from it to email the next country we were going to, which was Sri Lanka. And we got booked out for a whole month when we were in Sri Lanka, and we worked in 5-star places. We went on to do safari there. It was crazy, it was so crazy, we got burnt out and we stopped doing it for a while. Looking back now, I can't believe the cheek of us, just to be sending out emails like, yeah, we do this. We had no experience, none whatsoever.
But to be fair, it wasn't like we were saying, oh, in exchange for a feature on our channel which nobody watched.
No.
We were actually giving them footage that they could use as promotional material. We weren't like choosing beggars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did offer them something in exchange, and people seemed to really eat that up. And we then kind of started to see that there was a possibility of this becoming a full-time thing. We looked online, hotels didn't have many videos on their websites, and video was becoming king, and we could see that there was actually a gap in the market for us. Which is strange, because since then we basically stopped doing that. We didn't really enjoy it that much, but it was amazing to see what can happen when you fake it till you make it. And I guess maybe we're living proof in a little sense that we did fake it. Okay, we didn't go exactly down that route, but we're still here 5 years on, making travel videos,
drinking cocktails, the Czech Republic.
Life is good, guys.
We've got ourselves a little top up. This could turn into an episode of Tipsy Beans.
Well, earlier we were in here not even freaking out, but we were in here earlier.
Oh, with the car trying to drive around. Yeah, it's weird to come back here in a very different scenario. Slightly tipsy and just enjoying being in Europe. These kind of squares, like you find them everywhere in Europe. Like no matter where you are, they have like these city squares, which are just these lovely open spaces surrounded by gorgeous buildings with usually some kind of fountain or centerpiece in the middle where you can kind of sit on the steps. And there's something I really love about these like warm European nights, and there's like a smell in the air and you're a bit tipsy, a bit squiffy, and I just love it. I feel like I'm properly on holiday.
This is reminding me of a little historical reenactment that you and Robin did in Bruges.
I completely forgot about that. Welcome to Bruges. This medieval town is so beautiful. Oh no! Is this a flood? This is devastating to the whole town!
The canals! We can't ship our goods to the rest of Europe!
That was brilliant. We basically read out like an excerpt from like a Lonely Planet book.
Yeah, when Lonely Planet was relevant back then.
Oh God. I'm a little drunk, I've lost my train of thought. I'm just so happy to be here in Cesky Krumlov with you in a place that we came such a long time ago. I feel very happy right now. A boopity bop 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 doo. There might be some drunken beans for you. I am a cheap date, especially in Czech Republic. These are very reasonably priced drinks.
So I've sang a song in Germany on this trip, and this is your turn. As the trip is coming to an end, we thought we would try to get through our assortment.
Some of our stocks.
There's not many people here in Cesky Krumlov drinking a Thatcher's, but we've got to get through it.
We've got crisps, we've got tomatoes,
German meats, we've
multiple
got
meats.
Polish meats.
We have a bit of everything, and more importantly, a bit of wine.
Earlier we decided to sleep in the place that we parked because we saw some other campers, so we knew it was going to be fine. We're feeling pretty safe. We're next to the river.
Yeah.
There couldn't really be a better place to do this.
And also, something pretty crazy is happening tonight. We are being featured. Tell them, Alex. Tell them.
On Match of the Day. Now, for non-Brits, this is a big deal, especially for me as a monster football fan from a child. So we are getting ready to watch the world premiere of the Travel Beans on Match of the Day for a split little second.
It's been a campaign like no other, and at the end of it, we're all wishing for one thing. Above everything else, the return of the fans. Thank you for watching, thank you for your support, and for being with us this season. Good night.
How surreal.
It might not be long, but you were just featured on BBC Match of the Day.
My little muggins celebrating.
After a perfect evening in Cesky Krumlov and with slightly sore heads, we grabbed some breakfast and began the long journey back home, stopping in Calais where we had some unfinished business to attend to before ending the series.
For people that have watched this whole series, I have talked about the shower from heaven or the shower from hell for a while, and I promised you that before the end of this series that we would show it in use. And we haven't actually really needed it so much because we've been using a lot of wet wipes, and in the campsites we've been showering 1,000 times so that we would be clean for as long as possible. But today is the day that my big old bag of water is about to be used. It's been cooking on the roof for quite some time and it feels pretty toasty right now, and I'm kind of excited to share this moment with you.
Ready?
Yes, this is as glamorous as it looks. And after this trip, maybe we will be getting a shower in our campervan. So, if you've liked the series, please give it a thumbs up. And can you tell us, what was your favourite moment in the last 5 years of the Travel Beans? Even if you've only just joined us, just watch all the videos and then tell us your favourite moment. Thank you so much for watching. This is the only time I'll do this from a shower. See you next time, and beans out!